It is said that there is a celestial body in the universe, a single star, the Sirius Beta, cold and dead, a lustrous, heatless, motionless body where the atoms, tossed about and piled on one another in disarray, as on a colossal junk heap, rest perished. This is Sirius Beta, material par excellence. That's a fragment of poetry from Aquarius by Bela Hamvas, translated from the original Hungarian. It forms the central part of a piece by Tibor Shemzo, which I'll be playing in a moment. Welcome to the Weirding Module number 13. I'm Nathan Gray. The Weirding Module is a show that focuses on the spoken word in contemporary art and experimental music. But today we'll be looking at poetry and musique concrète and their intersection. And the theme for today is proximity and distance. I guess you can imagine why. But we'll be looking at proximity in terms of the first person address, intimacy and close miking. And we'll be looking at distance in terms of field recording, crowds, and stars. I'm going to open with Luto Lento, Blessings, short spoken word piece at the start of their album, and then we'll go into Sirius Beta. Then from there, a work by Elena Platanos, Child of the Eve, and then Crowd by Tibor Shemzo. I hope you enjoy them.
May the year of the rat bring you good luck and good fortune. Happy New Year 2020. Much love and the blessing to end disunity. All the best from Luto Lento.
Beszéli, hogy a világegyetemben van egy égitest. Csak egyetlen egy, Sirius Beta. A kihűlt és kihalt csillag, fénytelen, hőtelen, mozdulatlan test, ahol az atomok összehányva egymás hegyén hátán rendetlenségben, mint egy kolosszális szemétdombon elpusztultan nyugszanak. Ez a Sirius Beta, par excellence anyag. Amikor az ember materialistává lesz, más szó van. Amikor az ember azt kezdi hinni, hogy a világ anyagból lett és van, és ehhez az anyaghoz ragaszkodik, és belekapaszkodik, és az anyag számára komolyság, környezet, vágy, vallás, akkor az ember homályosan megérzi, hogy ő is ilyen lehullott és kiokádott, leporlott és összetört, csatornába és szemétdombra került valami. A természet spirituális erőivel való kapcsolatról lemondott. A kozmoszról levált, irtózatos katasztrófa következtében megállott csökevény. Szellemi vonatkozását elvesztette, ezért visszaképződik és elsüllyed. Beszélik, hogy a világegyetemben van egy égi test, csak egyetlen egy, a Sirius Béta, a kihűlt és kihalt csillag, fénytelen, őtelen, mozdulatlan test, ahol az atomok összehányva egymás hegyén hátán, rendetlenségben, mint egy kolosszális szemétdombon elpusztultan nyugszanak.
Και στο εμπορικό κέντρο, άλλη αντίληψη για το χριστουγεννιάτικο δέντρο. Το παιδί της παραμονής, στο κέντρο της εισόδου, νοχελικό αμφί, σε πλαστικά καθίσματα, χερουβίμ από ροζ σπέρμα και ματ συναισθήματα.
Μια πιθανότητα αριστερά, αριστερά, αριστερά. Τα δηληστήρια από νέον, πάντα σφαιρικά, ηρεμιστικά, φωτίζονται μεταξύ τους όλα, ανήκουν σε όλα. Ηρεμιστικά όπλα ανθρώπων που πέθαναν από αγάπη δεν κυκλοφορούν, δεν χρειάζεται. Ούτε το ακορντεόν χρειάζεται πια. Η ουσία είναι το νέο. Το ακορντεόν κίνημα από το παρελθόν, κόσμημα από το παρελθόν, στο παρελθόν, στο παρελθόν. Η ουσία είναι το νέο. Άκρον άωτον, άχρον άοσμον αλλά νέο.
tömegben az egyéni tudat megsemmisül. A tömegnek teljesen új, minden egyéni magatartástól független tulajdonsága van. Ez éppen az, hogy tudattalan, izgékony, hiszékeny, egyoldalú, maradi, zsarnok, tompa, sötét, hisztérikus, intelligenciája, ítélete nincs, mérlegelni nem tud, könnyen meggyőzhető, még könnyebben vezethető és becsapható. Tömegbe kerülve a legértelmesebb ember is egyik pillanatról a másikra megbutul. Az agy kikapcsolódik, az értelem tevékenysége megszűnik, a tudat elmerül, és helyébe a homályos, zavaros, labilis bénultság lép, ami éppen a tömeget jellemzi. A világos és józan értelem kialszik, és az ember fölött az uralmat ellenőrizhetetlen ösztönzések veszik át. És az ember a tömegben maradéktalanul felszívódik. A tömegben lévők egyetlen lélekké olvadnak. A tömeg nem ítél, nem gondolkozik, nem szeret, nem próbál megérteni, hanem fél, örjön, bámul, meghódol. De mindenek fölött rombol. Tömeg tudattalanságára semmi sem jellemzőbb, mint az, hogy e pillanatban a világ urának hiszi magát, holott a halál torkában van. Még itt is ellenfeleit keresi. Azt hiszi, hogy győzelmét fenyegeti. Nem veszi észre, hogy amennyiben valaki szavát felemeli, azt az ő érdekében teszi. És néma szövetség van a tömeg tagjai között, hogy a veszedelmes lény szabad és kell irtania. tapasztalni a társadalom minden területén, és teljesen egyöntetűen, hogy a tömeg hogyan nyomja el szisztematikusan, bár ösztönszerűen azt, akiben az ujjat megszimatolja. Ezt a lényt szabad leütni, szabad és kell kifosztani, elnyomni, megcsalni, nem szabad szóhoz juttatni. Ehhez a néma szövetséghez való tartozás a tömegismertető jele.
That was Crowd by Tibor Shemzo. I really enjoy his approach to experimental music, and I especially enjoy his piece that deals with Wittgenstein's The Tractatus. You can see that as both a performance on Vimeo and also as a recording. Next we're going to go into some poetry. I believe we will begin with Connoisseurs of Slugs by Sharon Olds, and then go into Diane Vakowski's I Have Learned to Live With My Face, and follow that with William Carlos Williams' Portrait of a Woman in Bed.
The Connoisseurs of Slugs. When I was a connoisseur of slugs, I would part the ivy leaves and look for the naked jelly of those gold bodies, translucent strangers glistening along the stones slowly, their gelatinous bodies at my mercy. Made mostly of water, they would shrivel to nothing if they were sprinkled with salt, but I was not interested in that. What I liked was to draw aside the ivy, breathe the odor of the wall, and stand there in silence until the slug forgot I was there and sent its antennae up out of its head, the glimmering umber horns rising like telescopes, until finally the sensitive knobs would pop out the ends, delicate and intimate. Years later, when I first saw a naked man, I gasped with pleasure to see that quiet mystery reenacted, the slow, elegant being coming out of hiding and gleaming in the dark air, eager and so trusting you could weep. I have had to learn to live with my face. You see me alone tonight. My face has betrayed me again. The garage mechanic who promises to fix my car and never does. My face that my friends tell me is so full of character. My face I have hated for so many years. My face I have made an angry contract to live with, though no one could love it. My face that I wish you would bruise and batter and destroy, napalm it, throw acid in it so that I might have another, or be rid of it at last. I drag peacock feathers behind me to erase the trail of the moon. Those tears I shed for myself sometimes in anger. There is no pretense in my life. The man who lives with me must see something beautiful, like a dark snake coming out of my mouth, or love the tapestry of my actions, my life, this body, this face. They have nothing to offer but angry insistence, their presence. I hate them, want my life to be more, hate their shadow on even my words. I sell my soul for good plumbing and hot water, I tell everyone, and my face is soft, opal, a feathering of snow against the cold black leather coat which is night, you night, my face against the chilly expanse of your back. Learning to live with what you're born with is the process. the involvement, the making of a life. And I have not learned happily to live with my face, that Diane which always looks better on film than in life. I sternly accept this plain face and hate every moment of that sternness. I want to laugh at this ridiculous face of lemon rinds and vinegar cruets, of unpaved roads and dusty file cabinets, of the loneliness of Wall Street at night and the desert of school on a holiday. But I would have to laugh alone in a cold room, prefer the anger that at least for a moment gives me a proud profile. Always, I've envied the rich, the beautiful, the talented, the go-getters of the world. I've watched myself remain alone, isolated, a fish that swam through the net because I was too small, but remained alone in deep water because the others were caught, taken away. It is so painful for me to think now, to talk about this. I want to go to sleep and never wake up. But self-pity could trail us all, drag us around on the bottom of shoes like squashed snails, so that we might never fight. And it is anger I want now, fury to direct at my face and its author, to tell it how much I hate what it's done to me, to contemptuously, sternly, brutally even, make it live with itself, look at itself every day, and remind itself that reality is learning to live with what you're born with. Noble to have been anything but defeated. That pride and anger and silence will hold us above beauty, though we bend down often with so much anguish for a little beauty, a word like the blue night, the night of rings covering the floor and glinting into the fire, the water, the wet earth, the age of songs, guitars, angry busloads of etched tile faces, old gnarled tree trunks, anything with the beauty of wood, teak, lemon, cherry. I lost my children because I had no money, no husband. I lost my husband because I was not beautiful. I lost everything a woman needs, wants, almost before I became a woman. My face shimmering and flat as the moon, with no features. I look at pictures of myself as a child. I looked lumpy, unformed, like a piece of dough, and it has been my task as a human being to carve out a mind, carve out a face, carve out a shape with arms and legs, to put a voice inside and to make a person from a presence. And I don't think I'm unique. I think 1,000 of you at least can look at those old photos, reflect on your life, and see your own sculpture at work. I have made my face as articulate as I can. And it turns out to be a peculiar face with too much bone in the bridge of the nose, small eyes, pale lashes, thin lips, wide cheeks, a rocky chin. But it's almost beautiful compared to the sodden mass of dough I started out with. I wonder how we learn to live with our faces. They must hide so much pain, so many deep trenches of blood, so much that would terrorize and drive others away if they could see it. The struggle to control it articulates the face. And what about those people with elegant noses and rich lips? What do they spend their lives struggling for? Am I wrong? I constantly ask myself, to value the struggle more than the results, or only to accept a beautiful face if it has been toiled for? Tonight, I move alone in my face. Want to forgive all the men whom I've loved who've betrayed me. After all, the great betrayer is that one I carry around each day, which I sleep with at night, my own face, angry building I fought to restore, imbued with arrogance, pride, anger, and scorn. To love this face would be to love a desert mountain, a killer, rocky, water hard to find, no trees anywhere. Perhaps I do not expect anyone to be strange enough to love it, but you.
Portrait of a woman in bed. There's my things, drying in the corner. That blue skirt joined to the gray shirt. I'm sick of trouble. Lift the covers if you want me, and you'll see the rest of my clothes, though it'd be cold lying here with nothing on. I won't work, and I've no cash. What are you going to do about it? And no jewelry, the crazy fools. But I've my 2 eyes and a smooth face, and here's this, look, it's high. There's brains and blood in there. My name's Robitza. Corsets can go to the devil, and the rest along with them. What do I care? My 2 boys, they're keen. Let the rich lady care for them. They'll beat the school. Or let them go to the gutter. That ends trouble. This house is empty, isn't it? Then it's mine, because I need it. Oh, I won't starve while there's the Bible to make them feed me. Try to help me if you want trouble, or leave me alone. That ends trouble. The county physician is a damn fool, and you can go to hell. You could have closed the door when you came in. Do it when you go out. I'm tired.
Okay, so that was William Carlos Williams. And those recordings were all from Poets on Record, recordings of poets reading their own poetry. Now we're going to look into fear, paranoia, and wild dogs. First we'll start with Deuxième Temps, the Ames Criantes. Apologies for my French. The translation is second part, The Soul's Cry. It's from Pierre Henry's 1968 recording, Apocalypse de Jean, which is a reading from the Book of Revelations set to music. And the reason I'm playing that is because the piece that immediately comes after it, You Have to Have Eyes by Felicia Atkins. Felicia writes about this in an interview, that it's a strange ritual, a kind of exorcism of a paranoid state. What to do with fear? Make music, maybe. I perform the voice of St. Guillaume, speaking about his very strange constructions in the land of Pasquan. The voice in French is me in Joshua Tree, asking, while the coyotes are howling, what do I do with the fire? I always considered song structures that could be shaped like a fire, shaped like an architecture, and shaped like a walk in the desert. And this reference to coyotes will make it immediately obvious what I thought of Pierre Henry's piece.
Lorsqu'il rompit le 5e saut, je vis sous l'autel les âmes de ceux qui furent égorgés pour le Verbe de Dieu et le témoignage qu'ils en avaient rendu. Ils criaient à grande voix, disant: jusque à quand, Maître saint et vrai, resteras-tu sans tirer justice et vengeance de notre sang? On leur donna à chacun une robe blanche et on leur dit: patience, encore un peu de temps et s'emplira le nombre de leurs frères et de leurs compagnons qui sont, tout comme eux, destinés au martyre. Lorsqu'il rompit le 5e saut, je vis sous l'autel les âmes de ceux qui furent égorgés pour le Verbe de Dieu et le témoignage qu'ils en avaient rendu. Ils criaient à grande voix, disant: jusque à quand, Maître saint et vrai, Resteras-tu sans tirer justice et vengeance de notre sang? On donne à chacun une robe blanche et on leur dit: patience, encore un peu de temps et s'emplira le nombre de leurs frères et de leurs compagnons qui sont, tout comme eux, destinés au martyre. Lorsqu'il rompit le 5e sceau, je vis sous l'autel les âmes de ceux qui furent égorgés pour le Verbe de Dieu et le témoignage qu'ils en avaient rendu. Ils criaient à grande voix, disant: jusque à quand, Maître saint et vrai, resteras-tu sans tirer justice et vengeance de notre sang? On leur donna à chacun une robe blanche et on leur dit: patience, encore un peu de temps et s'emplira le nombre de leurs frères et de leurs compagnons qui sont, tout comme eux, destinés au martyre.
Curved and angled walls and walkways, ornamented structures, homemade marble, intrepid enthusiasm, idiosyncratic construction, drawings, handicrafts, ritual costumes, fortune teller, maintenance, and expansion of the compound. Eccentric, idiosyncratic, obsessive, quixotic, megalomaniacal, outrageous, archetype, hallucinogenic, you had to have eyes in the back of just said, the Spirit's gonna guide me here. And I just followed the Spirit. I didn't use no special instruments. I lined up all these moves with the eye. And after I got him up, then I felt that I had to all shut up.
Okay, so coming up now we have another short piece of poetry by David Ivnesov. The world is so difficult to give up. And I think that structure is the next bracket. The world is difficult to give up. And these three pieces I'm about to play after that, they look at the field recording and manipulate the outside world. And the artists are Luc Ferrari, Otto Siddhartha, and then another piece by Luc Ferrari. First piece, Les Anecdotiques, number 6, a field recording, a cypress at sunset in Tuscany. Luc Ferrari writes about Les Anecdotiques series that he was delving into his personal archives of interviews with women, field recordings, and unused electronics. And these three plans alter the perception of time. Each one renews the sensation and shape of time, from the most stale to the most active. Furthermore, a seemingly systemic structure is established right from the start, but it will eventually fall out of sync.
The world is so difficult to give up, tied to it by small things, my eyes noting movement, color and form. I am watching, unable to leave. For something is happening, and so I stand in a shower of rain, or under a hot sun, worn out with looking.
Qu'est-ce que je sens? Qu'est-ce que je sens? J'en sais rien. Qu'est-ce que je sens? Je pourrais pas dire après comme ça.
Weißt du, von was sie spricht?
Qu'est-ce que je sens?
Was sie fühlt? Ich weiß nicht.
Je sais pas.
Número 4. Allá ponte. Número 4. Número 4. Número 4. Número 4. Número 4.
Ven aquí, Fernando.
Número 4. Número 4.
Cállate. Número 4. Vamos.
Número 4. Número 4.
Pero ahí que voy a hacer una foto. Quedaros ahí, que de aquí. Venga, que esta foto. Venga, que nos vamos. Venga, una foto. queréis hacer una foto, poneros allí. Hago una foto de grupo, venga. Una foto de grupo por allí. Una foto de grupo, corre. Espérate, que va una señora por allí en Madrid.
J'ai vu tout ça. Und aus den Augen möchte ich die ganze Sinnlichkeit erfahren. Ich möchte wie von Blitz getroffen werden. Moi, je
manche très décolletée.
Si.
On met quoi dessous? Tout ça.
Rien.
Nada.
Nada.
C'est complètement transparent.
Sí, transparent, completamente transparente. Sí, transparente. Insinuante. Sí.
Insinuante. On met quoi dessous? Qu'est-ce qu'on met sous tout ça?
Rien.
Nada.
Nada. Y blusón, sí, transparente también. Fíjate, qué bonito.
On met quoi dessous? Qu'est-ce qu'on met sous tout ça?
Rien.
Nada.
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 ¿Así? Nada.
Claro, es para llevarla sola, sin nada debajo.
Sin nada debajo. Qué bonita.
Que llevar cosa también es buenísimo. La verdad es que...
On met quoi dessous? Qu'est-ce qu'on met sous tout ça?
Rien.
Nada.
Nada. Bonito, ¿verdad? Me lo voy a comprar. ¿Verdad? Sí. Sí, me lo voy a comprar.
Tu l'achètes?
Sí.
C'est vrai?
Sí, es que me gusta mucho, ¿verdad? Sí. Pour le printemps, que nunca sabes lo que pones en la primavera.
On met quoi dessous? Qu'est-ce qu'on met sous tout ça?
Rien.
Nada.
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 ¿Así? Nada.
Así nada.
Nada. Y por aquí, nada. Le bas, seulement. Oui, c'est vrai. A que sí, a que solo se puede llevar con medias. Sí. Con unas medias finitas. Seulement. Es muy largo.
Oui.
¿Te atreves?
Nada.
Nada.
You just heard Nada by Luc Ferrari from Les Escaliers des Aveugles, Stairs of the Blind. And before that was a very special recording by Otto Siddhartha from 1979, a very influential Indonesian composer. In 1979, he collected some nature and animal sounds on the island of Nios in the Borneo jungles, on the Riau Islands and some other remote places. And these sounds were used as material for some of his works that year, such as Ngendao, which is the name of that piece. And that's all I have for you this evening. I hope you've enjoyed the Weirding module number 13, Proximity and Distance, and I hope this loose theme has made some sort of sense to you. You can check out other episodes of this series on mixcloud.com/weirding module, and I thank you for listening.
Blue is the universal love in which man bathes. It is the terrestrial paradise. Blue.
I'm walking along the beach in a howling gale. Another year is passing. In the roaring waters, I hear the voices of dead friends. Love is life that lasts forever. My heart's memory turns to you. David, Howard, Graham, Terry, Paul, David, Howard, Graham, Terry, Paul,
What if this present were the world's last night? In the setting sun your love fades, dies in the moonlight, fails to rise, thrice denied by cockcrow, in the dawn's first light. Look down. Look left. Look up. Look right. The camera flash. Atomic bright. Photos the CMV. The green moon. And the world turns magenta. My retina is a distant planet. A red Mars from a boy's own comic. With yellow infection bubbling at the corner. I said, this looks like a planet. The doctor says, oh, I think it looks like a pizza.
The worst of the illness is the uncertainty. I've played this scenario back and forth each hour of the day for the last 6 years. Blue transcends the solemn geography of human limits. I'm home with blinds drawn. HB is back from Newcastle, but gone out. The washing machine is roaring away. The fridge is defrosting. These are his favorite sounds.
Given the option of being an inpatient at the hospital or coming in twice a day to be hooked to a drip. My vision will never come back. The retina is destroyed. Though when the bleeding stops, what is left of my sight might improve. I have to come to terms with sightlessness. If I lose half my sight, will my vision be halved?
Virus rages
fierce. Hey, this is Alex Head, founder of Subtext Radio.
This is Subtext.
Please go ahead and click the like button and the subscribe button. It really helps us to reach new audiences and promote the artists that we work with. Hit like and hit subscribe.